Welcome to Christian Quotes TV. I would like to present precious quotes from man of God Billy Graham. Part 7. I don't want to see religious bigotry in any form. It would disturb me if there was a wedding between the religious fundamentalists and the political right. The hard right has no interest in religion except to manipulate it. Christ did not suffer and die to offer cheap grace. Jesus did not go willingly to the cross so we could have an easy life or offer a faith built on easy believism. As someone once said, salvation is free, but not cheap. It cost Jesus his life. Jesus said, I'm the only way to permanent peace, I'm the only way to permanent joy, I'm the only way to eternal life, I'm the only way to forgiveness of sin, I'm the only way to the Father. Kindness is an essential part of God's work and ours here on earth. Our chaotic, confused world has no greater need than to hear the message of good news, the gospel of Jesus Christ. You can't change your past, but you can change your destiny by deciding for Christ. Sin is the second most powerful force in the universe, for it sent Jesus to the cross. Only one force is greater: the love of God. God knows what we are going through when we grieve, and He wants to assure us of His love and concern. He also wants us to turn to Him and bring our heartaches and burdens to Him. God's love means that He tries constantly to block your route to destruction. No matter what trials we face, Christ never leaves us. He is with us every step of the way. A spirit of thankfulness is one of the most distinctive marks of a Christian whose heart is attuned to the Lord. Thank God in the midst of trials and every persecution. I have a certainty about eternity that is a wonderful thing, and I thank God for giving me that certainty. I do not fear death. I may fear a little bit about the process, but not death itself, because I think the moment that my spirit leaves this body, I will be in the presence of the Lord. Integrity is the glue that holds our way of life together. Robots do not love. God created us with the capacity to love. Love is based upon one's right to choose to love. We cannot force others to love us. We can make them serve us, or obey us. But true love is founded upon one's freedom to choose to respond. Forgiveness does not come easily to us, especially when someone we have trusted betrays our trust. And yet if we do not learn to forgive, we will discover that we can never really rebuild trust. Christmas is not a myth, not a tradition, not a dream. It is a glorious reality. Christ alone can bring lasting peace, peace with God, peace among men and nations, and peace within our hearts. When the family is destroyed, society eventually disintegrates. Behind the love of God lies His omniscience, His ability to know and understand all. At all times, even in the midst of any type of suffering, I can realize that He knows, loves, watches, understands, and, more than that, He has a purpose. One with God is a majority. Christ not only died for all, He died for each. You cannot build a superstructure on a cracked foundation. Our faith becomes stronger as we express it. A growing faith is a sharing faith. The Bible does not teach that sin is completely eradicated from the Christian in this life, but it does teach that sin shall no longer reign over you.